what are some tips that you have for somebody just starting in multifamily investments that want to start establishing relationships with brokers?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, partnering with groups that are established and, create that relationship maybe prior to submitting LOIs and really getting kind of close to perform at the number, fully vetting underwritings and kind of, I think, the most positive conversations we have are usually when we're digging into you guys' underwriting and we're going through questions that you guys have on financials or whatever it may be. That definitely just like adds the credibility to, just phone calls and creating relationships of, hey, these guys have already done their homework, kind of already have their ducks in a row. They know the deal, just as well as a broker almost. And all that combined is super positive of just doing the extra legwork and DD as much as you can up front before we even start talking about an underwriting or an offer. I think those go a really long way because then we can really expedite the process and kind of figure out, yes, this is a deal that fits you guys' criteria. And these are the reasons why. Here's kind of, who we think would be our equity on the deal. I mean, having all that kind of lined up and transparent on the front end goes a long way.
Those are the do's, be ready, do your homework. Now, the next question for me, what's a deal breaker? What is something that, people do that you've talked to? What are some of the red flags or some of the things that we just need to avoid doing when we're talking to brokers?
I would just say that, kind of being unprepared or not knowing about deals and but wanting to submit a lies or two, or it's a red flag because, it's clear that the homework hasn't been done. So it's like, this is kind of just a hollow offer or a hollow, conversation because, we're starting basically at ground zero, and it's just tougher to, seriously consider what's being said when, there's not a lot of legwork done up front. It's a give and a take, right? We want to educate as much as, also get deals done too. So, as we continue to build the relationship, we can kind of make the natural progression from, all right, you start underwriting, our book of business, and then we find the right deal, and then we, submit an LOI, and then we get to the closing table. And then once we get there, the floodgates kind of open. We can go tell our sellers on other listings, hey, we just closed a deal with these guys, great to work with, and we'd like to show them whether it's off market or on market opportunities. We're confident that they can close. And here's an exact example of what we closed with them when we closed it and kind of, what their process was like.